What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny. In today's video, we're taking a look at an all-important mod that you must get your hands on ahead of Season 23. This mod will give you up to 25% extra damage across the board for any combatants you defeat, and it's one well worth getting ahead of Season of the Wish. So if you want to find out more, then be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below, and remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now each and every season we get a range of brand new activities. The same could be said for Season of the Witch, which saw Savathûn's Spire and the Altars of Summoning, and both of these activities were in fact located in Savathûn's Throne World. Under certain circumstances, you could progress Throne World activities by running these particular seasonal modes. Now it's with that in mind, we're looking ahead to Season of the Wish, which based on the trailer and what we know so far, is likely to take place over in the Dreaming City. Now as we know, the Dreaming City is full of Taken, Scorn and some Hive, and looking at next season's seasonal artifact, we're going to be facing a lot of Taken and Scorn once again for the up and coming season. So armed with that information, we know where the season and the seasonal activities are likely to take place, and we also have some very clear clues on the combatants we're likely to face. Now it's been quite some time since anything important has really happened on the Dreaming City, and a lot of you may have forgotten about the Transcendent Blessing mod. Now this particular mod is a consumable armor mod. Now if you do replace this mod with another mod, this actually destroys it, and the only way of getting the mod back is to dismantle the armor that you apply it to. Now previously this was only available to the Reverie Dawn armor set, which is the old Dreaming City armor set. That was in fact reissued back in Season of the Chosen, but since Beyond Light you can in fact apply the Transcendent Blessing mod to any armor piece in the game. That includes any other legendary armor set, including the Reverie Dawn armor set, any artifice armor and even exotics. Now this particular mod does take up the main stat mod for any armor piece, so to ensure you can get the most out of Transcendent Blessing whilst also not completely removing all your stat bonuses, artifice armor is the top tier choice when it comes to legendary armor. Now the Transcendent Blessing mod has a stacking bonus, and it's with that in mind, each and every mod that you apply will grant you an additional 5% in damage for any targets you defeat whilst on the Dreaming City. So if you can apply one of these mods to every single armor piece you have, this is a free buff of 25% to all your damage output. So that's a quick look at the Transcendent Blessing mod, what you can apply it to and the effects that it grants. But how do you get your hands on this incredible Dreaming City mod? Now, unlike any other armor mod in the game, there is a fairly time-consuming process when it comes to earning these mods. The very first step is found over at Petra Vinge in the Dreaming City. She has weekly and daily bounties, but the bounty you need to focus in on is the Gateway Between Worlds. Now, by completing this bounty, this will grant you XP and also an offering to the Oracle. Now, to pick up this bounty though, you will need to have 40 Dark Fragments. Now you can earn these by completing activities over in the Dreaming City. Now this can include the weekly story mission or the Ascendant Challenge, the gold regional chests, as well as blind well completions. Tier 3 blind well completions that are made heroic will grant you 10 dark fragments for each completion. Now in order to complete the Gateway Between Worlds, you will need to complete multiple rounds of the blind well activity, and once again tier 3 that are made heroic will grant you the most progress. If you can complete 2 heroic blind well activities back to back, this will be the quickest way to complete the Gateway Between Worlds bounty. And once you complete this bounty, you can head over to the Oracle engine and present your offering. And once you present your offering, you can get a range of rewards, including Dreaming City weapons, armor, and even Purification ritual bounties. It is these particular bounties that we're looking to get, as by completing these will grant you the Transcendent Blessing mod. Now it's important to note that you can only complete the Gateway Between Worlds bounty once per character per week. This gives you 3 opportunities to earn Purification ritual bounties, and when presenting your offering, these Purification ritual bounties are an RNG drop. They are not guaranteed, and on top of that there are 5 different versions of the Purification ritual bounty. Now most of these bounties require you to become Ascendant. You can do this by consuming a tincture of Queen's Foil. You can pick these up by opening random chests in the Dreaming City, or if you visit Petra Vinge you can purchase them directly from her. Now, as we said, there are 5 different bounties in total, and these all offer varying objectives. The first is defeating Abyssal Champions in Ascendant challenges whilst Ascendant. Next we have defeat any Plague of the Well whilst Ascendant. Those are the bosses in the Blind Well activity. Next we have complete the Strike the Corrupted whilst Ascendant, followed by complete the dungeon Shattered Throne whilst wearing a full Reverie Dawn armor set, also whilst Ascendant. Now, if you don't have a full set of Reverie Dawn armor, you can in fact farm the Blind Well. There is no cap on this on a weekly basis, and completions of this activity will grant both weapons and armor. On top of that, by completing encounters inside the Shattered Throne or by opening the 3 secret chests, these also have a chance to drop both weapons and armor. It's important to remember that armor ornaments will not count. You will need to actually own the armor piece. And the final Purification Ritual Bounty requires you to defeat Vorgoth, the Boundless Hunger, in the dungeon The Shattered Throne whilst Ascendant. Vorgoth is the first major boss, and as we said, to become Ascendant you do need to consume a Tincture of Queen's Foil, and this consumable will last for 30 minutes. Now, as we touched upon earlier, by completing the Purification Ritual Bounty, this will grant the Transcendent Blessing mod, which is a consumable armor mod. You can apply this to absolutely any armor piece in the game. Now, you will find the Transcendent Blessing as a general armor mod in the first armor mod slot on any of your armor. It will replace your stat bonuses, and as we touched upon earlier, it makes it all the more important to maybe try and apply these to Artificer armor to help ensure you're not absolutely butchering your stat distribution for any builds that you may have already crafted together. Now, once you complete the bounty on a single character, you can repeat this entire process on all 3 of your Guardians. Remember, it is only once per character per week. So once you have completed the offering of the Oracle on each of your characters, in order to prepare yourself for Season of the Wish, I do highly recommend maxing out your Dark Fragments. These can be rather frustrating to earn. They do cap out at 200 in your inventory, so if you're able to earn at least 120 Dark Fragments before the start of the first week of Season 23, then you'll have just the right amount of Dark Fragments you need to pick up the Gateway Between Worlds weekly bounty on all 3 of your characters upon the launch of the season. Now, as we know, Season 23 will also be offering a brand new dungeon. It's not currently known where this is based when it comes to destinations, but even if you can't use them in the dungeon, they will make all your Season 23 activities ever so slightly easier. And as well as the Transcendent Blessing mod, another mod well worth considering is the Taken Spec mod. This can be applied to any legendary weapon and provides an additional flat 10% increase in your damage against Taken combatants. If you don't have the Taken Spec mod, you can pick this up from the Last Wish raid, and this has a chance to drop from any of the raid chests. If you combine this with Transcendent Blessing, you have potentially up to 35% extra damage against Taken combatants in the Dreaming City. It's a very strong combination to have, and one well worth taking into Season of the Wish. So there we have it, guys, a good look at the Transcendent Blessing mod and how to get your hands on it in 2023. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to pick to the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.